Given my experience with the old school D&D, the TSR era, I wouldn't worry about warning new players about the amount of character death that can come from an old school game. There is something even more scary for players than that, and old school players hated it. Old school players would rather their characters die than go through this most of the time. Think about old school D&D like a minefield of tripwires, where it's really hard to look like the great champion, to look like the character in the book. Would you actually tell that story where that's constantly happening? What am I talking about? I'm talking about fumbling failure. Yeah, old schools where you hear about people falling on their face, losing their weapon, the whole nine. It's exciting. For the DM, not for the players. It's not a good time for the DM because they're watching people fail. It's just fun. Think it over. It is fun when you're not the player. To me, it's really a good test of character. How do you handle falling on your face and then needing to get back up and come back? But to try to tell a story where somebody falls on their face as often as you would in an old school game, it would always have to be some sarcastic comedy? Imagine running away from a monster, but you're not really running, you're dragging your friend who's been knocked out in the previous fight. And why is he not up yet and healed? Well, you're a new gamer, you might not know that, but in old school, there's a reason. Basically, old school players, they need to be able to handle looking like a bunch of jackasses. And if you can't handle that, you're not going to like old school. Forget about character death. Hey, can you handle looking like a jackass? A lot of people feel like they can't. Alright, for now, take care.